Marvel Legends, Infinite Series, Black Widow, Sealed, $94.99. I make so much money on this bitch. Kill it.
Yeah, we coming for the action, we need a reaction. Got these toys lined up for the main attractions, doing it for the love of the art. Dread, now my crew stay sharp on the tip of the dart. Infinite sharp, stay tuned cause the show is about to start. When it comes to these figs, you know we never stay apart. If you're rocking the dials or going digital, that's really whatever's getting into you. No time to be too critical. Action, toy art. This is the Action Toy Art Show.
You know when you're obsessed, you're at fucking True on Sunday at 9:50, waiting 10 goddamn minutes for them to open up this fucking place. Dedicate. Over at the dollar store, you see they got these, you know, like ketchup packets or nail things. I'm gonna show you later what you can do with those. Alright, and here's how simple and easy they are. So you can basically just put them underneath any figure. They come with a little tab that comes up here. All you gotta do is just pop that off unless you want to leave it. And yeah, they're perfect. I mean, you could color them up if you want to, even make them green or whatever, but yeah, easiest blood pool patterns I've seen. I know a lot of people use them, but some of you are still oblivious. So, get them.
Let me tell you right now.
Alright, we're back with another diagnostic of the Dio. This is kind of a quick setup in my opinion, but still kind of dynamic at the same time. First of all, since I want to turn this off, we started off with these two pieces from the Human Torch movie figure, the one where he's on the board. Ripped him off his body, as you should know. Blue finger light. Not exactly sure where I got this piece. Got it loose. It's real dope though. I don't really ever see anybody do any Mole Man ones. I've had this Mole Man here from the Fantastic Four line, the first Hasbro run. So I figured I'd do a little setup here. We've got the pieces here from the Rasputin McFarlane suspension toy. Looks like a little lab set here, just little lab pieces, mortar and pestle. And then we have the piece here from that comes in the briefcase for the Johnny Depp Sleepy Hollow figure. Pretty cool fig, not a crazy amount of articulation. He's just a big fatty that goes side, but you know, a lot of features in him. He's got a lot of cuts and bumps and nicks and stuff, and this cape is pretty uber dope. Cool figure. Kind of goes for a lot, but I don't really think it's worth it. This is the one that comes with the Gargamel Smurf set. Got that piece loose. Not really sure what it's from. Obviously, as you know, that's the Marvel Select Doctor Doom chair, which everybody uses. I recently picked up an extra one of these Spawn McFarlane old school demon-y fucking dudes. Really cool. Got the chains on them. A little bit of, you know, a decent amount of articulation for such a big figure, I guess. You know, obviously in that crouching position, but you could probably get him in a running like that. My buddy Paolo Bedini just recently came by and asked if I wanted this one. As you can see, this one's super dusty, and somehow he must have kept this one in a box or something, because he's all super clean. If you guys get a chance, these are absolutely, in my opinion, invaluable. They are just the foam pieces. What I did here is I originally wanted to give it a Wakanda type look, so I literally did a purple and black wash for the base of it, and just went over it twice with a silver, or sorry, like a slate gray, and then a white dry brushing on it. So just real light, you know, that way you can get sides, and as you can see, you can stack them, and all sorts of things you can do with those. Just making, you know, I got anywhere between you know, this size and this size and everything. And then I think you guys have seen I made this very big one here that I can use for, you know, either, you know, like a rock or, you know, like a tree or anything. But for this, I thought it, you know, worked really good to be like a stone cave. Obviously, you know, from water and all sorts of experiments and stuff, the floors become fucking tattered. So yeah, really quick setup, but I don't know, I thought it kind of turned out pretty dope. Thanks for checking out.
Alright, welcome to Custom Connects. Here we have my painstaking Deadpool. This is one of the first customs I ever did, so he was kind of tricky and I had to learn a lot of things. I will put the link below to Paint Samurai's link below, which is a step-by-step process that you actually should do, in which I kind of did after the fact. But here is the actual Hydra Soldier that I turned into my Deadpool. Basically, because he already had everything you needed, I wanted a bigger Deadpool, a more Rob Liefeld inspired one that had a bigger chest and a head. So here we go. I went through with the Hydra Soldier and just painted him black with nail polish and a little bit of Model Masters enamel paint. Cross combo of acrylic and the red nail polish or enamel paint. So I got a custom head from eBay, painted the whole thing up myself. As I made the custom, I realized that because of some of the flaws that he had, with how inconsistent I did with the paint, it kind of turned out, in my opinion, to look more like, you know, burnt or weathered, you know, more of a beaten up look. Deadpool always seemed to me to be a freaking, you know, a rugged, gruff guy, so it wasn't out of the range to see him actually be all beat up and stuff, since Hasbro is never going to come out with a version of that. But the articulation is here. I really wanted an ankle pivot and such, so I just decided to do them up. Everything, including the belt, and not everything, but the belt and the shoulder strap here also came with the Hydra Soldier. I just cut the middle piece out there, and it came with a round piece that I'm going to use for a custom actual Deadpool logo here. I just recently got the Dremel, so I'm going to Dremel it down and make a custom little thing. So that's the last thing I need to do to it. And then just a, it's weird, there's, you know, the two Turtles Playmates series toys. The first one that came out, and then they made the Battle Shell ones. Now this is actually the Battle Shell one because I went through and bought another one, but it's weird that this one will fit directly in there, but the first one they came out with for Leo does not completely fit in there. You'd actually have to trim that up. So real easy custom. Like I said, I got the head off eBay off some guy and just painted it. He gave me 3 of them for like $10. So here's my Slade Wilson custom. I'm obviously, you guys know I love this DC Arkham Origins Series 2 Deathstroke. It's just all over the place for me. But I really wanted to do, you know, a head swap and have him as his normal head. So the only one I was able to see was the Teen Titans version, is the still cheapest version that has this head. So, but I had to do a lot of work on it. So it's a full old DC head. So he had the neck and everything on there. So I'll pop this off and show you that I had to take and Dremel all of this, all around there, all around the chin, and then actually get inside there with this. It was a bit of work, but I'll show you what I still can do with it. Alright, so as you can see, we're still able to actually put it on here. So what I've gone and done is, I already shaved all the shit off of it. So what I did was, I knocked his head right off. That's what I did. Just sliced it off like a villain. No, what I actually did was, these are tiny little, slightly powerful magnets that you can buy. Then I've taken a piece of putty here. I use putty because the putty will come out easy as hell, and every single piece will come out of the putty. It might stick a little bit, but, I mean not stick, but take a few tries, but all of it will come out, opposed to the wax. The wax will not come out. So you throw all of that in there. You take the magnet, squeeze it on there like that, then I have another magnet stuck on there with the wax, or you could glue it on there, and then you pop it on like that, and you spin his head completely around. No, you pop it on, and that way you can still get the range of motion in his head. And you got to watch out, because if you turn the magnet on the wrong side, it's just gonna play craziness with you. But oh, see, I did it again. But yeah, I mean, you could paint it if you want to, but basically you still have all the range, you know, in motion with his head. You can turn it around with the magnet. So real easy. And then I dremeled right through his hands because I didn't like that he had such a fucking tiny little hole. And yeah, so now I can still use both of them. Oh, sorry. So yeah, here we go with another slight custom. I went to my True, and they've had this glow-in-the-dark version here of RoboCop for the longest time, and they just recently clearanced them all out, so he was $6. I snoozed on all the other ones, this NECA version. So for $6, I said, you know, let's buy it and let's see if we can mod it. So all I did was, this is actually acrylic, silver, and a black wash, and then I went through and just took a clear nail polish and went over it, so you know, you can't, it's on there, you can't chip it or anything. And then did the arm, and I not black wash, but just silver dry brush the gun just a little bit. And then the chest, you can see, is just me starting to do a little bit of the silver, and then I went through and used semi-enamel paint, some Model Masters on his face to make it more pink, because the face was freaking glow in the dark too. So if you see this guy for $6, you know, and you got the paint, I think it's worth it. Yeah, it's your boy Luke Cage. So I really wanted a modern Luke Cage since I just got the Iron Fist figure. So I'm just been in love with this Duke Nukem figure. I'll show you in a minute another custom that I had somebody else do. But I mean, the articulation is there, NECA figure, really big sculpt. I'll show you a size comparison in a second here. So this for me was a really easy second piece for me to do. He's got a red shirt on, so I went through and just did nail polish, yellow all on the chest there. Then he had this like gun belt straps, so I ripped those off and just made black lines so it looks like he had suspenders on. And then this was just another separate belt piece that I had that I wrapped it all the way around him, but he can still do the twists and everything like that, and he's got an ab crunch and everything. And then basically just went through and black enamel paint all on his skin to make it black, and then went through and just did a brown wash on him, and his skin is so textured that it just stuck on there super awesomely well. Then just eBay got a SDCC Thunderbolts head and did the exact same thing to it. Did it black first, and then just went through with the brown wash. And the necklace actually comes from, I bought a while ago, the Austin Powers Seth Green figure, just because he had cool accessories and I knew I'd be able to throw him in some goofy ass scenes. So for me, this was a really easy, one of my first customs, and I thought it came out just absolutely awesome. The only problem is, I would say, his hands, because, you know, they're like pinching, they're kind of pinching fingers and gun fingers, but you could still swap out the hands or just deal with it. Size comparison. See, this just works perfect. Alright, here we go with the awesome-ass Kato Customs Luther Strode figure. I've been absolutely obsessed with this comic book since it came out, and realized they were never going to do an actual figure probably for this since it's so vague. So I hit the guy up, asked him if he could do this custom for me. I said I had the Duke Nukem figure. He said he already had the Duke Nukem figure. So we did a nice little transaction, and I'm very satisfied with this figure. He went through and did a lot of molding, made the back, he made the backpack. He made a hood for him, gave him like this nice hoodie, and actually went through and custom did the mask for me. And it's actually the Captain America, Captain Rogers head. He went through and did, and then just molded all the hair on there. Yeah, Kato Customs, awesome ass guy, very cool experience. And if you haven't checked out the image book for Luther Strode, I'll put a link in the description too.
That's the stuff of the consensus future right there. Stories we agree on. Like how in old science fiction stories, this was always agreed.
I got a 47 chromosome and extra Y, and anytime I touch the mic it gets demagnetized.
Alright, here we are with another diagnostic of the Dio. So obviously, like everybody else in the whole world, I went to go see the new Captain America movie and loved the shit out of it. So I really wanted to do this mashup here where it was kind of like a comic version meets a movie version here. So I have my custom Red Skull figure here in which I just incorporated the new Major Maxim hat with him, which works really, really fucking well. Still in that Wolverine Classics body that I mashed him up with. So let's just get him out of the way here and show you guys this semi-custom Winter Soldier new figure here. Oh, that's the only problem with him. So yeah, we got this brand new Winter Soldier figure in which I went through and actually did all of the black washing on it instead of just the arms here. I went through and black washed the chest and a little bit of this and the boots and his back here and everything. And then I just went on eBay and bought an actual 2-pack Toys R Us exclusive head. And as you can see, it flesh tone wise works perfect, scale wise it works perfect, but he does have a little bit of area in the back, so you really do have to put in like putty or wax for it to fit in, because if you snap it in all the way, he has no neck at all and it looks kind of goofy. So then I just took the Norman Osborn movie figure here and switched out the head for the movie Gordon head here. This is the Professor X chair that came with the movie version, which actually has the, you know, you can pull it back and let it go. And it's actually, I just realized today that it is 100% the exact same chair as this, only it has the brown. I ripped off the front piece there because Winter Soldier wouldn't fit in it very well. And this one has no gimmick. This is the original Marvel Legends Galactus Wave. Then we just have the AIM Soldier. We have the 2 pieces here from the Muppets Pigs in Space playset. We got the Toonsylvania, I don't know what you would call them really, but they're just I just call them science bits. And then we have the tube we just got here from the Dr. Dreadful, stupid Candyland fucking shit. But recently picked up this WWE cage and did a little bit of more silver on it. It had this really dull, crappy, plasticky looking, so I just got a spray can and did the silver metallic on it, and it stuck really, really well. So anybody feel like those look like just pieces of crap? The only thing is they want to snap in a corner, so you kind of have to blend them, together there. So kind of a really quick setup, but I thought it was really dope. And this is actually just computer parts, just shit I ripped out of a computer and stick it in on my dios. So really easy setup, really quick, but I don't know, I thought it came out really well. Alright, keep watching. Alright, Frankie, who are you pointing at? Who's the winner of the Junior Doom 700 Club? Looks like you're pointing at this one, buddy. What do we got here? And the winner is dun 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 dun, Eric. Alright, get a hold of me. Pick out your prize. Here he is, my bad motherfucker. I've been really obsessed with the Tradmore, story. Alright, here's my bad motherfucker. So for a while now, ever since the second series came out for the Luther Strode, I've been obsessed with an Image book. Alright, so ever since Image Comics released this Luther Strode series, I've been absolutely obsessed with it. Me and my boy Dave have been on it. Alright, so here we go with this custom Luther Strode figure I got from Cato Customs. I'll link the description below. Here we go with my custom... Alright, here we go with the custom... Alright, here's this bad motherfucking Luther Strode custom by Cato Customs. I will put his Instagram description in... Oh, I keep fucking this up.
Winter?
You were supposed to score.
You gonna scroll? Scrolling? And scrolling. Go down. He's got hairs over his mouth. And action.
I'm gonna make so much fucking money off these losers. Stupids. I only paid $14.99.
Mouse spoken.